What's going on, fellas? So guys, there's something I want to let a lot of you guys understand that you probably don't know yet. All right, fellas. One thing I need you to understand about life is that everything that you need to become successful, you already have it. All right, G. Success is not in the far distance. All right, there are many facets that make up success. And it really depends on your definition of what success really means to you. All right, guys, for a lot of guys, success means cars and homes and money and property. For some guys, success means freedom. Success means being able to do what you want to do, with who you want to do it, when you want to do it, where you want to do it, how you want to do it. All right? For some guys, success is having a beautiful family. For some guys, success is having a great, successful relationship with their creator. All right? Gee, it don't matter what it is, fellas. If you want to sum all this up into one word, we could just call this abundance. All right? But I want to let you know you have everything you need already inside of you, G. All right? I'm going to break this down. So I really want you guys to take notes and pay attention today, all right? Because it's going to be one of the biggest lessons that you're going to learn this year, because a lot of you guys feel like you're being held back. A lot of you guys feel like you need to find the secret to success. A lot of you guys feel like you need to find that thing, that missing piece to the puzzle. All right, fellas, by the way, this is a puzzle. I'm not done filling it out. But a lot of you guys feel like you need to find that missing piece, all right? That missing piece to the puzzle. Now, guys, I need you to understand something, fellas. There's no missing piece. God already gave you the blueprint. Now, you're probably wondering, like, okay, KD, if God gave me the blueprint, where is it? Because I don't see it. And I'm looking at my life, and I don't see none of that shit, all right? Especially that shit you write on the board, all right? I don't see none of that shit. Gee, let me help you understand something. He put it up here. All right, guys, he put it up here. The reason why a lion is so ferocious with big ass teeth, big ass claws, with a big ass mane is because that's what he gave that lion to live his purpose. All right, G? The reason why a peacock has big ass beautiful feathers, all right, when they show them bitches, it either scare you, confuse you, or make you want to hug it, is because that's what God gave it to do its thing, all right? The reason why a bee has a stinger, because that's what God gave it to do its thing. G, let me help you understand what God gave you. He gave you one of these things called a brain. All right? If you want to put it in layman terms, it's called a mind. And that mind that you have is very powerful. All right? So this life that you want, this money, this freedom, this health, this family, this spirituality, all right, fellas? All this stuff you want, I want to help you understand something. It's already within you. Now you're probably asking again, like I said, KD, you're saying that it's in me. You're saying I have it, but why don't I see it yet? Why does my life not reflect it? Gee, let me help you understand something. There's a missing piece to this puzzle, all right? There's a missing piece to your life that makes you not feel fulfilled, all right? Makes you not feel enough. Make you feel like you got to do a bunch of this shit. You got to get all this shit just to feel like you worthy enough to even talk to God. Gee, let me help you understand something. This missing piece right here, fellas, this missing piece, God damn erase, I ain't even using it. This missing piece is you. Everything that you have in your life, everything that you don't have, everything that you're going to have, everything that you used to have but you no longer have, all of that stuff came from that right there. That mind, that thing that's sitting in between your ears on top of your neck that you use every day to either make the right decision or the wrong decision, all right? Gee, I was watching this movie last night on Amazon Prime called Coherence. All right, and it was about alternate realities and a quantum realm and all this shit. A comet flew over the neighborhood and people start bugging out. And gee, that movie helped me understand something. that every choice I make in my life, not only just my choices because they all stem from my thoughts, but every choice I make in my life determines not only my present, but my future. Every choice I make, every action that I take determines my results. All right, G? Now, where does that come from? That comes from my frequency. All right, we're going to take a pause in the video. That comes from my frequency, G. Look, this missing part in your life, the secret. Y'all come to me and say, KD, what's the secret to success? It's you. And then you get confused and you say, G, I've been with me my whole life, but I ain't successful yet. So what you talking about? I'm like, G, you just didn't know it was you. That's the whole time. You've been looking around for stuff. You've been reading these books, which books ain't bad. You've been watching these videos. Which videos? You watching a video right now. This ain't a bad thing you're doing. And I'm just saying, it's not out there. G, it's not. G, you don't need more knowledge, all right? What you need is to remember who the fuck you are. Because God already told you when you was 6. When you was 6, you was running around your damn mama house, yelling out everything you want to be. G, you want to be Spider-Man, a doctor, a fucking lawyer, fucking the Hulk, Batman. G, you want to be an astronaut. You want to be everything. And somewhere in that Russian roulette of goals was the man you supposed to be. But somewhere along the line in your life, you gave up on it. You forgot who you are. And now you're trying to re-identify yourself with all this other stuff. I ain't saying none of this stuff bad. I'm just saying it's not you. You're you. Without this body, you're you. So if you understand and remember who you are, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this shit. I'm going to make it practical. But it's you. You are the missing piece, all right? Without you, there will be no existence. Because let me help you understand something. When you die, everything may still exist, but you won't know. You won't be conscious of it. Therefore, it doesn't exist technically. All right? So without you, there is no life. Without you, there is no love. Without you, there is no money, no health, no friends, no family, no spirituality. Without you, there is no mind. All right? So it starts with you. So one of the things I need you guys to do, this is practical, is I need you to just simply start loving yourself more and start treating yourself better and stop putting this stuff above you as if once you get this stuff, it's going to make you better. You're already better. And this is why you're fine where you are. Because to get these things, you have to, first practical step, guys. See, y'all thought I was going to give y'all some bullshit. I'm about to give you the truth. I'm about to give you the truth. Where you are. Gee, this is the first step to success, all right? Remember I said, read the title. God already gave you everything you need to be successful. What he gave you is awareness. A lot of you guys want to be more aware. Gee, the fact that you're aware that you're not aware means you're aware. Think about that later. So he gave you awareness, and then he gave you a mind, and then he gave you consciousness, and then he gave you a voice. And he gave you this thing, the ability to have empathy. Meaning you understand when somebody give you something, you should say thank you, all right? It's called reciprocity. So when you show gratitude, that's the first step to success. That's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning. I'm giving you the secret to success, G. When you wake up in the morning, G, before you grab your damn phone and text your chick, I want you to go to your mirror. Oh, gee, just don't even get up out the bed. Just lay in your bed, take a few deep breaths, look up at the ceiling, and thank God for you not dying in your sleep. Because there's a few people who did last night, all right? And you weren't one of them. So you should be grateful as hell for that, all right? When you start understanding this right here, just this alone, I ain't done, but just this alone. Gee, if you know anything, all right? Anything about the universe, all right? The universe. It has nothing to do with the fact that God wants you to worship him. All right? It has nothing to do with that. All it has to do with cause and effect, G. Simple as that. If you give, you get back. You give gratitude, you get grace. All right, fellas? So, give gratitude, G. You got eyes. You got a mouth to complain. All right, fellas? So, you might as well use it to show gratitude. So, that's the first step. And thank God for yourself. Thank God that you're here. You can breathe. You can walk. You can talk. All right, you can watch this video today. You already have everything you need to be successful. All right? I'm going to give you a couple things you already have. I'm going to give you a list of things that you have that God gave you to be successful. All right? First thing God gave you was vision. All right? First of all, you can see with your eyes. It's one of your senses. All right? Now, why did God give you vision? Some of you guys don't think you have vision. What is vision? Vision is the ability to be able to see into the future. Basically, to be able to have an imagination. All right? Children do a good job at this. Why? Because they haven't lost it. All right? They haven't had it beaten out of them yet. So, vision. God gave you vision. Let me give you an example why every single one of you guys watching this video today has vision, right? Let me show you a good example of vision. That's going to bring you abundance. A good example of vision is when you have a goal, like you want to be a millionaire, and you can look into the future and use your imagination and vividly visualize and see yourself. Gee, you can hear the sounds, you can smell the smells, you can even taste the fucking juicy ass steak. And you can see yourself living in abundance, all right, fellas? I'm talking about you living good, all right, G? The good life, all right, fellas? You're living in abundance. You can see it. That's vision, all right? And you use that vision to cultivate the process you need to get to your goal. That's something already in your head, in your mind already, all right? So God gave you vision there, but that's how you use it in a good way. Now, this is how it's proof that all you guys got it, but you're using it in a bad way. In a negative way, all right? In a low vibration way. You see something bad happen. Like a woman break up with you. And then you see the vision that you're not good enough. So what do? You start doubting yourself. You start stalking this bitch. You start doing a whole bunch of stuff to prove to yourself that you're not good enough, all right? Now, where does vision come from? Vision is the eyes of ego. All right? Ego can tell you, I'm not good enough. Or ego can tell you, I am. All right? That ego can do a bunch of shit to you. It depends on how you use it. All right? So vision is the eyes of your ego. So God gave it to you. It ain't bad. It's all how you use it, and it ain't good either. It's all how you use it. But you already have it. You have vision. When your ass predict negative shit, and then negative shit happen, gee, you just using the law of mentalism. You got vision, you got the mind, and you got the power. You just using it in the wrong way. And also, when you predict something good gonna happen to you, when you wake up in the morning, you say, it's gonna be a good day. You got vision, you got a mind, you got the power, and you're using it right this time. All right, fellas? So, you already, gee, I'm proving a fact. See, you thought I was lying when I said God, you thought it was fucking clickbait, huh? It wasn't clickbait, G, it's real shit. You already have what you need. All right, with my pen. Next one. In this video, I had a lot more to give you guys in this video, bro. And I got a lot more to give you, but I have to break this video down into like 4 parts, bro, all right? Willpower, all right? A lot of you guys are looking for discipline. It's basically what willpower is. The ability to do something when you don't want to do it, when it don't feel good, when it don't look good, when you're not good at it, when people talking shit, when people die, the discipline to do it anyway, that's willpower, all right? Now let me tell you why all you guys already got this. Gee, you got it already. You are already here. God, man, you got willpower, all right? The example of willpower you guys think is the ability to overcome, right? Keep pushing along. Gee, a lot of you guys keep pushing along with dumb shit. I'll give you an example. Like when you with a woman in a relationship and it's time to leave that woman and you just keep pushing along and you stay. All right? Out of what? Sometimes it's out of ego. Sometimes it's out of desperation. So you got willpower to push through some dumb shit. Like when you keep texting that chick and she don't respond. And then you keep texting and she block you. Then you email her. Then she block you. Then you Skype her. Then she block you. Then she call the police. So you got a lot of willpower to push along, to keep on trucking. But guess what, G? You're putting it in the wrong direction. You got it in you already. You see what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be negative, G, nor am I trying to be funny or facetious. I'm being serious. You got this in you, all right? You just need to use it in the right direction, all right, fellas? G, abundance is for everybody, and you have abundance right now. Some of you guys got abundance of bullshit, all right? But we all in abundance. It's just what's in your mind, all right? It's how you see the world. It's how you see yourself. That's going to determine what you get. So if you don't think you good enough, you going to use your willpower to simp. But if you think you good enough, if you think you are enough, if you keep saying I am, you're going to use that willpower to say I be damned if I let a bitch treat me like Jada did Will. I'll be damned. I'll be damned, because some of you guys going through that right now, and you wondering why. I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't say I am enough. You think there's a missing piece to the puzzle. You think once you get that piece, you're going to be able to leave that woman. No, G, just leave that woman. And it's you. It's you. Leave her, replace her with you. I ain't saying replace her with another woman. That's not the goal, and it's nor not a good strategy. That's a logic fail. Replace her with you. All right, fellas? Replace those bad addictions with you. Replace those bad habits with you. You say you ain't got willpower. You keep doing the damn dumb shit. You got willpower. Ain't no way a motherfucker gonna say they ain't got willpower and you keep doing shit that's ruining your life. Gee, you bleeding. You're bleeding out. And you keep cutting yourself and saying you ain't got. Gee, that's a lot of willpower. Gee, to keep cutting myself while I'm bleeding out. Gee, I'm dying. I'm fainting, G. The room is getting black. But I'm still, Gee, that's a lot of willpower. And so what a lot of you guys doing, you're cutting yourself to death saying you ain't got willpower. No, G, take that dumb shit and alchemize it and move that way. All right, fellas, move forward. All right? God already gave it to you. He gave you enough discipline. You got discipline. You repeat bad habits over and over and over and over. It takes the same effort to fail than it does to succeed. It takes the same amount of work to earn $1 than it does $1 million. I tried it already, G. I figured this out. And you know what's fucked up? Most of you guys end up working harder for less. Why? Because you think there's something missing. Nothing is missing. What's the next thing? Creativity. Gee, let me help you understand something. And shit funny. Because I don't know how the story really go. All right? Everybody got their own interpretation of the story. This mine. All right, fella? This is mine. This is mine. God was sitting on this rock. All right? And it was void. All right? What void look like? Do we know? We know what darkness look like. We know what light look like. You know what black look like. You know what white look like. Do you know what void look like? No, right? It's a question mark. So God was sitting on a rock in front of a question mark, right? And he was thinking, and he was like, I feel like creating some shit, all right? And then he was like, what's the first thing I'm going to create? All right, first I got to see what I'm doing. So let there be light. Boom. Light come on. And then he was like, all right, first of all, I ain't gonna want this light on all day because it's kind of distracting. So when I go to bed and take a nap every day, I'm gonna need some darkness. So let there be dark. Boom, dark came on. Now, or dark went off, or whatever y'all want to call it, G. So listen to me. When God started creating this shit, he made the light, the dark, the rain, the moon, the sun, the birds, the everything that you see. All right, not all this degenerate shit today. God ain't do that. That was y'all. But God made a lot of stuff. And after he made that stuff, he made y'all, right? And when he made y'all, you, me, everybody, so you see walking, most of us, he said, I'm making you in the image of me. Now, some of you guys may stop me and say, that's not how it really went. Gee, I don't care. Everybody got their own depiction of it. But the point is, you got God in you, all right? Everything you need in you is within you, all right? All is within. So God is all. If God is all and all is within, he's within you. So that means you got everything inside of you. That means you got creativity inside of you. That means you don't lack it. I'll show you how you don't lack it. When you start a business, right, one of the things you're going to need is vision. You're going to need willpower. You're going to need gratitude, too. You're going to need a mind, but hold on, G, you're going to need creativity, all right? Now, when you need creativity in a business, what happens? You make more money. You become more successful, right? This puts you in a place of what? Abundance. It's one of the things in the puzzle. Abundance. Then you get more friends and shit. You get family, too, because you get women, you have babies, and you're in better health because you're happier because you're having consistent sex, right? It's a long story. It's good to be there, trust me. Now, creativity. Gee, a lot of you guys already got creativity, and you may get in your business and say, damn, I don't have enough creativity to know what to post. This is the most annoying shit in the world, G. When somebody come up to me and they ask me, Gee, look, let me help you understand something. Ain't nothing wrong with getting help, all right? But if you sitting there twiddling your thumbs for 3 months, not knowing what to post, and that's avoiding you from starting your business because you ain't got enough creativity, that's bullshit. Let me tell you why. Because when them chicks reject y'all ass, I swear to God, you motherfuckers come up with the best text to send. And if you don't, you gonna come up with enough money to get a dating coach to copy and paste you a text to send to that bitch. You got a lot of creativity, G. It takes a genius to do that shit. All right, fellas, to dig that deep in the rabbit hole just to reply You ain't, gee, she left you on red, first of all, so you ain't replying to none. You actually double texting. Just to double text, it takes a lot of creativity to get a Grammy Award winning text to send to this bitch, all right? It takes a lot of creativity, so you don't lack it, all right? You got a lot of creativity when you predict a negative future for yourself. Gee, how the fuck do you guys interpret so much negativity in the future, shit that ain't gonna happen? Gee, you're anticipating bad shit for yourself. That's creativity for you to make up some imaginary negative shit that ain't even happened yet. That's a lot. Gee, it takes the same amount of effort, all right? To be here than it is to be here. So when you think negative, stop and say, gee, I can take this energy and this creativity and make up a dream reality where I'm living in abundance, not when I'm in scarcity and lack. All right? It's in you already. Fellas, it's not in a book. It's in you already. Shit. Now, last one. All right, fellas? Last thing that God gave you, fellas. Let me help you understand something, guys. This word right here, imagination, when you tell a grown man, right? You tell a grown man to use his imagination, gee, it done got to the point where you got to say no homo behind that shit. All right? This is how much you guys have lost yourself. This is how much you guys have lost yourself. You tell a grown man that to use his imagination, to dream. He go, I ain't got time for all that, man. You gotta get real, man. You gotta get serious about life. Gee, you know why I'm so damn happy? You know why I'm so free? You know why when you watch me, you just feel good and free and light and calm and relaxed? You just want to lay back and kick your feet up, but you're still learning too? It's because I use my goddamn imagination, G. I'm still a kid inside. I'm not afraid to think big. All right, guys? I'm not afraid to think wild and eccentric and go crazy and wild with my dreams, G. All right? But some of you guys, as a matter of fact, I ain't going to say you lost it. You ain't even lose it. You're just using it in the wrong direction. You use your imagination, just like your creativity, to imagine worst case scenarios. All right? I need you guys to start doing something. I told you I was going to give you some practical stuff. I need you guys to start living in a life of expectancy. All right, G? This is beautiful when you learn how to do this. All right, fellas? Because guess what? Life is better. I need you to learn how to start to expect. Y'all know I got an accent. I need you to learn how to expect great things to happen to you. All right, G? Expect great things to happen to you. Don't wish, don't want. Gee, I told you to dream, right? Don't even dream. You got to imagine first. But after imagination, fellas, start to expect it. All right? Start to wake up in the morning and look over to your girl and say, babe, shit, girl, you better get ready. You bet. She like, what's going on, babe? What's going on? Gee, girl, you better get ready. Something about to happen today. All right? It's going down today. All right? Something great about to happen. She like, calm down, calm down. You like, something great about, gee, yell it to the world. All right? Because something great gonna happen. But you got to expect it. All right, guys? You got to have an imagination so wild that when you wake up in the morning, gee, you pop up out the bed. You don't need no alarm clock. All right, I got to the point I don't need no alarm clock. I tell myself before I go to bed when I'm going to wake up. I done got to that point. And then when I wake up, I look and I'm like, damn, that's what I said. All right, why? Because my imagination's so big. I'm expecting great things to happen. I told y'all I love dragons. I'm expecting to wake up in the morning and see a dragon sitting outside my house waiting to take me to the gym other than me driving the car, riding my motorcycle. G, that's what I'm expecting to happen. And I'm going to keep expecting it till this happens. You may call me crazy, but that's how big my goals are, G. That's how far I think. All right, fellas? And when you think that far, when you understand, all right, here we go. When you understand, G, all right, that God has not put limits on this shit right here. There is no limits to this at all. When you stop putting limits on this shit right here, that's when you gonna understand that stuff like this, gee, this is easy, bro. You guys are stressing every day, chasing and looking and searching for something. You got it. This is easy. Once you understand that you are loved, G, you are loved, G. The reason why some of you guys don't attract women and don't attract friends is because you're not a good friend, or you're not a good boyfriend, or you're not a good person, all right? You are what you attract. You are what you attract. Reason why you don't attract money because you broke. All is within. As within, so without. If you broke in here, you'll be broke out there. All right, fellas, if you're lonely in here, you'll be lonely out there. I talk about the lonely stage all the time, but that's not forever. That's just a temporary checkpoint in life, all right? But some of you guys have committed to being alone, all right, fellas? The lonely stage is a break. It's a short break. It's like a pit stop, all right, fellas? It ain't life. That's not all of life. The lonely stage makes up about 15% of your life. But some of you guys have made that shit home, and you can't get out. Why? Because it's your identity now. Because the only imagination you can use is the imagination of you being alone. The only creativity you can do is create misery. The only willpower you have is to force your way into bullshit. Vision. Your eyes, all right? How you see the world. How you see yourself. So, practical. Let me give you guys something practical. When you wake up in the morning, 2 things. Gratitude, all right? Gratitude. Thank you for waking me up. That's all you got to say. And then, I need you to start using these 2 words, all right? These 2 words are powerful. Most people are going to hear these words and tell you not to use them. Why? Because they're pussy, all right? They scared to use them because they scared to unlock that power that it has. This shit has a lot of power, all right? And it gives you everything under it, all right? It gives you all this shit. When you start saying I am, your lens change, all right? You see life differently. When you start saying I am, you walk differently, all right? And you get stronger mentally, physically, and emotionally. When you start saying I am, creativity ain't even a thing, all right? That's not even a point, all right, fellas? We don't even have to, that's not even an argument. You are a creator, all right? But when you start saying I am, all right, you start understanding that imagination you had as a kid, you haven't lost it. You just buried it, all right? Under what? That's for another video. All right, for under a bunch of bullshit, all right, guys? So understand, you lack nothing. You're missing nothing. This puzzle of life, this missing piece, it's you. All right, it's you. It's not even spiritual. It's not spiritual awakening, because once you get this spiritual awakening, your ass still don't feel fulfilled. Why? Because it's you. It's you. You are the awakening. All right, fellas? So, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today, man. Share this video with a homeboy that this will help out. All right, fellas? It's your boy, KD. We out here, baby.